Hello and welcome to another episode of The Handy Homeowner. I'm your host, Brendan McGee. I'm the creator of The Handy Homeowner, and also I've been customizing and creating homes for 15 years now. But on The Handy Homeowner, I show you how to improve your home for a cost-effective way. So today's topic, we are going to go into bathroom vanities. So if you've ever priced out bathroom vanities, you know they can get pretty pricey quick. But a lot of the vanities are boring and they don't have much style to them. So what do you do if you want a modern, sleek vanity, but you don't want to pay $1,200 for something simple and easy to make, when you can probably make it for about $200, depending on your features that you add to it. And also if you add a custom bowl to the top, like a vessel sink, you'll add yourself another $100 and then another $100 for your faucet. And you save yourself a bunch of money. So today I'm going to show you how to make a custom vanity. So I need a vanity that is 27 inches wide and about 34 inches high. Then I'm going to top it off with some wood or glass. And then I'm going to put a vessel bowl right on top of it. And then I'll just have a faucet and it's going to look modern and nice. And also this design will show you how you can variate your vanity to do different designs, and I'm going to show you the difficult parts, so that way when you build your custom vanity, you'll know how to make it. So a good idea is to go online and look at a bunch of vanity designs to get an idea of what you want to make. Afterwards, you can draw yourself a pretty picture of what you want your vanity to look like. Ooh la la. So as you can see, mine's about 27 inches wide. I got two drawers on the bottom here. I got a door here, and then I'll have a top on it with my bowl. But I didn't draw that stuff. But today I'm going to show you how to make this part. So I'm going to show you how to do drawers. I'm going to also show you an easy way to make glass doors. And then I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to make these posts. So stick around and I'll show you how. I'll try my best to slow down and show you guys what you need to do, but I might get carried away and just start going to town. So then I'll just voice over whatever we need to go over. So stick around and I'll show you how to build this custom vanity, and I am pumped because we get to make something custom and creative. And when you build something custom and creative, it is nice to go back and look at it and be like, I made that myself. And it gives that sense of value, and it also gives your home that special place in your heart when you build custom creations for it. And also, be there for the next generation. Alrighty, so let's build this awesome vanity.
All aboard!
Alrighty, whenever making your blueprints, I find it's easier to use a ruler, and then for every inch on this picture is 1 foot. So that makes it easier to figure out. So this is 27 inches, so I just ran it about a line short from 3 inches just to symbolize everything. And it helps to get all your measurements pre-made so that you can look at this section by section and it will all make sense once we start. So I was able to put together my list of everything that I needed, so that way I had an easy to go shopping list once I got there. So maybe I'll make this into a PDF so you can get this design, and then I'll show you how to make it. Yeah. So preparation is everything, and also you're going to want some safety glasses, you're going to need a tape measure, and you'll also need the wood that you bought, and also don't forget a pencil. And I also find it's handy if you don't like wearing a tool belt, but just wear a hat, so that way you have an easy place to put your pencil. And also I find it helps keep you focused on your project, because that way you know, hey, I'm building something because I have a pencil in my hair. Alright, so let's just get into it. So first of all, I'm going to take this scrap piece of plywood that I had laying around in the garage, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it for my sides. So our sides need to be about 19 inches wide, so I find it's handy to take one of these drywall squares you can pick up for about $10, and then you can easily find your 19 inches. And then you can flip it around if you want the side to cut on the other side. And then you can mark a straight line with it. So since I want to finish out at 19 inches, I know my thickness of my front's going to be 3/4 of an inch wide because that's how wide my wood is. So I'm going to make sure to subtract that number from my sides. So we have 19 inches as our desired width. So we're going to have to remember to subtract 3/4 of an inch. So that way we're going to want to cut this piece to 18 1/4 for it to finish out at 19 inches. Once you have your mark figured out, you can just go ahead and slide your square down, and then this way it will help give you a nice straight line, and then that way there's no confusion of if your top was square or if your level square. This way you can just mark off a small section that you're going to cut off your plywood. Now a piece this big you're not going to want to cut on a table saw because it's going to feel a little dangerous, especially if you have to do it by yourself. So I find it's helpful if you just use a cordless circular saw. That way you have the safety of not tripping over cords, and also these cut a little slower, so if things get a little hairy, they're not going to rip out of your arms like some of the corded ones. So once you have your line marked, you'll go ahead and get your safety glasses on. Feel like I'm in Back to the Future. Woo. So, and also you're going to want to set the depth of your saw, so about 1/4 inch is exposed past the wood. So it's about 1 inch deep, and it doesn't have to be perfect, just a roundabout number. And it's always good to start at one end, and then just start cutting. Also, you're going to need saw horses for this, and it's also helpful to have 2x4s screwed from the bottom, so that way you can cut through the 2x4 without cutting through the metal. Oh yes, oh yeah. So that's all cut, and then you want to save this scrap because you might need it later for another piece. So it doesn't matter if you use plywood or this is MDF. I'm not worried about the MDF because I'm going to paint it white anyway. So I'm going to cut my sides first. So we already cut them 19 inches. Well, we wanted to finish out to 19, so we cut them at 18 1/4. And then we just need to cut how high they are. So for my design, I'm just going to do probably about a 4-inch leg on the bottom. So I want it to finish out at 34 inches without the top. So that means these guys need to be cut. That's 4-inch on the legs, so 30 inches. And then with the design I'm doing, that is it. 30 inches. So each one of these needs to be cut to 30 inches. Alrighty, so my sides are going to be 34 inches because that's what we want everything to finish out at. And also, of course, for this project, you'll need a speed square if you're not using a chop saw. I could use a chop saw, I could get it all set up, I could get it all ready, but sometimes it's faster just to use a speed square, especially when a lot of So for this design, I'm going to need 4 of these guys. Also, when picking out your lumber, you're going to want to make sure it's nice and straight. Because if it's not straight, it will cause you some issues later on. Also, if you use a chop saw, you can just set it up if you have a stand. So that way you can just slide these boards, and then they'll cut everything right for you. And we're going to save these pieces because I have it set up, so it goes for size. You're always going to want to make sure to have your back edge face the wall, so that way if it's a little crooked, you can always cock it into the wall, so that way nobody will notice. Now, I got my trim pieces that I just cut, and then you're going to want to make sure to have your your nasty side, any side that's got any scuffs, or this one has a gouge in it. So if you want to take that gouge, you can almost face it on the inside. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm going to cheat and use a trim gun to make this go as fast as possible, because I'm curious how long it'll take me to build one of these. Yeah, I'm not messing around too much. You want to make sure to set the depth on your trim gun so that way you don't have to go around the nail set. Not even sure why I wanted to build a vanity. Maybe I just wanted to see if I could do it. Or how long it takes to build an expensive vanity. So, see, we got our one side. Ooh. Doesn't look too hard right now, does it? Then you'll repeat. You want to have your nice cut on the feet here. And you can use about 3 to 4 nails, and it's also a good idea to glue it, or you can just use extra nails. There's our second side. You don't want to set your sides off to the side. Now, for our front, I forgot one calculation. Now, as you can see, we got this one little part here. So, we can run the sides straight up, or we can use this as a piece to attach everything, or we can attach it later. Well, I guess to get maximum strength, I'm going to take this piece straight across. So that means I need to rip 2.5 inches off each of these. Oh, these are my other pieces. So, we got our sides made, so these pieces, I'm just going to take the 34 inches, and then I'm going to minus 2.5 inches, so that will give us 31.5 inches. So that's what we need to cut these to. Sometimes it's helpful just to take it and then flip your paper out, so that way you can cut both of these at the same time. Brandon, why do you let them drop to the floor? Because it's quicker to let them drop to the floor, and plus they get painted, they get fixed, they get sanded. I try to stress that this part's not too particular. This is the rough build. And you want to make sure your good side is facing up, and you also want to make sure your plywood's not sticking past the trim at all. This will cause you issues whenever you go to do this. You're just building a vanity. That's all. You're building a vanity. And if you have these annoying stickers, you can just flip it, so that way you don't have to deal with it. Get some nails in her. Get everything straight. And the straighter this is, the less you'll have to deal with later. And then afterwards, it gives you a nice, wide front edge. Starting to look like a vanity, huh? Make sure you don't mess up which side is which, because now you're going to have to make each side separate between the left and the right. Ta-da! Also, to extend your saw horses, it's a good idea to take a wide piece of plywood when working on big projects. I'm going to use a piece of plywood so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So these are my scrap pieces. We're going to need one at 27 inches for the top. I've seen the lost my speed square. Oh, there it is. Gave up. So that takes care of the top. But the bottom's a little different on this piece. So we want it 27 inches wide. That will take care of the top. But our thickness of our material is 1.5 inches. So I want to take the bottom and I want to insert it in the middle here. So that way, I'll take the 27 and then I'll just minus 3 inches. So our next piece will be 24 inches wide. All my trim gun nails are about 1 inch. They are 1.5 inches thick. So, see, we got our side. Looks like side. So now, we're going to take this piece and put the good side out. Hey, look at that. Now I got my 4 inches off the bottom. So I'm going to mark that here. And here. Now we're taking this 24-inch piece and then we'll put it in the back here, and this will hold everything straight. I'm just going to switch to some longer nails for this one. Nails I'll be using is 2.5 inches. Yep. And I also cut another 24 for the front here, but for this one, I want to have bottom drawers, so I'm going to install this one sideways instead of this way. But it all depends on what kind of design you're going for. If you're getting trim nails, the easy way is to take the trim nail, get the mess, or you can do this using screws. You just hold it back and forth until it pops. Alright, now that we got our basic frame out of the way, you can see we already got our basic structure together, so next I'm going to show you how to build the drawers for the bottom. So it's a good idea if this is in your workstation, move it out of the way to somewhere else. And this will be your first time picking up with the thing. And set it somewhere close, so that way you have a point of reference.